Good morning, beautiful ladies, and welcome to my first FB Live on the TTW platform. Before I begin my introduction, let me take this opportunity to thank Angel for giving me this time slot to engage with you, to connect with you on the TTW platform. As this is my first time on this platform, let me start by introducing myself, because this is not the only time that I'm going to talk to you, but it's going to be a regular feature every week on Thursday that I'm going to talk to you about business, entrepreneurship, branding, marketing, anything and everything that's got to do with business. So let me start off with my introduction. Hi Angel, thank you for joining. So let me begin with my introduction. Anupama Parker, well, that's my name. I would like to introduce myself with the 3 P's, and they are not any rocket science. It's just about my personal self, it's about my professional self, and it's about my passion. And that's what passion has got me here talking in front of you all. So let's begin with my personal self. My name, I said, Anupama Parker, in Dubai for the past 26 years. So it's kind of like a long time. It feels like home now, not even second home. I come from a quaint little state in India called Goa. I'm a thoroughbred Goan. Goan to the core, to the heart. 26 years ago, I landed up in this country and have been here since then. I'm a mother to a 23-year-old, and she is my world, as we all mothers are. The child is the center of everything, the epicenter of everything that we do. When I landed here in Dubai, I landed as a qualified interior designer. But not long later, I found that there were not many openings for me or jobs available, because I specialize in restoration. And at that point of time, in the late 90s, Dubai was so busy tearing down everything that was old and putting up this new, wonderful glass facades. And I said, Anupama, you need to do something about this. You can't be cribbing and crying about not getting a job. So I just changed the direction of my career and my life. Now, back in India, I come from an influential business family. So business kind of runs in the blood. So I decided to change my career options from interiors and restoration to advertising and branding. Now, here's the big challenge. I realized that, oh God, I've changed my career path, but do I have that qualification? No. Do I have the experience? No. And how do I going to get a job? How am I going to learn that opportunity which is going to change my entire life? And that opportunity came in a form of a mentor. He said, Anupama, anything and everything you do, remember, communication is the key. Communication is the key. Oh wow. So what do I do to hone my skills in communication? I looked at my mentor and he said, don't worry, I'll take care of that. You just need to have an open mindset. You need to have that go-getter attitude. And most important, you need to have the courage to change yourself. And I looked at him and said, wow, okay, I'm in. I'll take that risk. Let's go ahead. And within 6 months that I was being trained by him in the art of communication, in the art of speaking, in the art of negotiation, I landed my first job. It was a single interview where I sat in front of a jury panel And they said, Anupama, you don't have a qualification. Anupama, you don't have an experience. How come we can be confident of giving you this job and be satisfied with what you have? And my response to them was, well, I understand I don't have a qualification, I don't have experience, but then I only know what I can bring to the table. I put an offer in front of you. I'll work for you for the next 2 weeks without any remuneration. And at the end of 2 weeks, if you find me good enough, then you will hire me at the cost that I quote. They said, okay. They were a little amazed with my overconfidence. But they surely said yes. I worked there for 2 weeks, and on the last day, I walked out of that office with an offer letter in hand that was twice the salary offered when they'd advertised this job. I had not only communicated the message that I can do anything and everything that I set my heart to, and they were confident that they would take me in and make the most out of the strengths that I had. 2 years later, when I actually resigned from the job, it took them 6 months to accept my resignation and let me go. But that's a bit of my personal story. And that's where actually my professional journey began. And that's my second P. Coming from a business family, it was a little difficult for me to work for somebody, because I was so used to working with my father in his FMCG business that I knew almost everything how an FMCG business runs. Here in Dubai, I had a chance to work with a few advertising agencies, so I knew what marketing is all about. But still, even though I had experience of working for almost 5-6 years in the advertising field, I still did not have any qualification. So I gave up on my job in 2009 and I got into full-time college. I earned my MBA in advertising and marketing with flying colors. And I decided, now that's the time to start on my own. But then, in any business, there are 3 important things that you require. You require a skill to devise a concept. You require the courage to take the first step. And most important, you require the capital investment that goes with it, to hire people, to get a trade license, so many other things, office, blah, blah, blah. It just goes on. I had everything except the capital. So it took me almost 2 to 3 years to kind of create that pot where I would take that first step in 2012, and that is to start 4C Integrated Communicators. It's a marketing communications agency, and we support small-time businesses who do not have an in-house marketing department to manage their marketing function. And that's how it started. How this concept came about is because for 6 years I'd been working with advertising agencies. Every business requires marketing, be it small, big, medium, whatever it is. Every business requires marketing. And if you do not have a specific marketing budget, no advertising agency would want to take you as a client. Marketing budgets were important. And there were quite a few businesses who didn't even know what a marketing budget was. Well, if this is the story of each and every business that starts up in a market, then I had a totally beautiful market ready for me to take on. If I have to say, 80% of the Dubai economy is driven by SMEs, and almost 50 to 55% of the startups do not have an in-house marketing function at all. What is the status? And that's where the statistics come. Only 2% succeed, the rest 98, 99 fail. I wanted to change that equation. I really wanted to change that equation, and that's when I decided that yes, this is what your positioning is going to be, and this is what you're going to do as a business. Help businesses manage their marketing function. And that's been our positioning for the last 10 years. And that begins my professional journey. I have been a marketeer to the core since the day I started. I have been looking at not only the core business of marketing, but I'm supplementing and complementing this business with other verticals like training in marketing, training in sales, training in business and entrepreneurship. Apart from that, I'm doing a lot of other things, and that's where my passion comes in. I have been a mentor to the core. My mentor passed on immense knowledge without any hitch when I started off. And I never got the chance to thank him enough. I never got the chance to tell him that whatever you've done for me has changed my life to such an extent that not only am I proud about myself, my family is proud about me, my parents are proud of me. It has given me that impetus which I required at that point of time to change not only the way I think and do business, but to touch other people's lives as business owners, as women entrepreneurs. And that's the reason I sit in front of you today with that passion in my heart to share my knowledge, to share my experience, to share my expertise. Because I believe knowledge, if shared, multiplies. Knowledge cannot be commercialized. We only commercialize time that we spend with our clients. But knowledge, you cannot put a monetary value to it. And that belief has brought me to such a stage in my life where I share knowledge freely. When Angel came to me and said, Anupama, do a live on our platform, I was like, what is the platform like? Because I have not been that active on the platform. I know it is a good bunch of beautiful young ladies, aggressive in their business, with dreams in their eyes, looking forward to create a revenue for themselves, a niche for themselves, something different of what they would do otherwise. And how do one make any difference in their life? Well, for me, it is just sharing knowledge. If I can share my knowledge, my expertise, my experiences, maybe one of you would take a lesson, take some insights, take some courage to do something different that can change their life. Then my time with you is actually worth it. So my passion of mentoring has got me here. And henceforth, every Thursday, I'll be sitting here in front of you, talking about anything to do with branding, anything to do with marketing, business, entrepreneurship, new trends, tips, suggestions, opinion. You can comment on this live with whatever your challenges are. And if I can support you, I can help you with that, then I would consider it as a privilege you've given me to change something for the better. When I started off with marketing, I had a completely different mindset. I said I want to help people manage their marketing because not everybody is master of all. You can't be a digital marketer, event marketer, exhibitor, everything at one go. And specifically small businesses. But if I can make this right impact on you people, then things might be a little easier for you. So that was my thought process earlier. But after the pandemic, I realized that when it comes to business, the first thing that people clamp on is the marketing. Please be aware that marketing is a precursor to sales. The moment I started introducing myself, I started introducing my business, I started talking about my passion, I had started marketing myself and this program that I do. If you do not talk about it, if you do not communicate about it, then how are you going to do sales? Marketing is a precursor to the business transaction, and sales, the revenue when comes into your kitty, is the end of it. So that's a full transaction. So marketing is must, sales is must. Each of this has got different connotations when it comes to different markets, different target audiences, different products, different services, USPs. It's a lot of things. We are all women, and we are kind of blessed by the nature to act as mothers. When it comes to business, that's actually what you should be. You should take care of your business like a baby. It has to be 24/7 on your mind if you're a business owner. If you are a business owner, the responsibility of the business lies on your shoulders, and it is a 24/7 one. You can't say, okay, now I just want to keep it away, I'm going to be getting away from business. No, that doesn't happen. Then that's not business. Then it's a hobby or something that you're doing part-time for the heck of it. If it's a business and you're a business owner, business is a 24/7 job. So it is for me. I sleep, talk, wake, drink, eat, everything business. And maybe that is one of the reasons why I passionately talk about business. And when I talk about business, there's one more thing I want to share with you today, and that is about the skill of communication. You're listening to me for almost past 15-20 minutes, right? You're understanding what I'm trying to tell you. You're taking in with the kind of comments that I'm looking at. Yeah, I know you are saying thank you. We're going to getting you know better. That's my intention actually, to introduce myself so I can kind of create a foundation for our next FB Live. And if that is being created, that means there is something happening between us, between me and my audience. And that process, as we clichély call it, communication. This is a skill. Now, a lot of people kind of don't agree with me that communication is a skill. They say communication, Anupama, even a baby communicates. And I agree to that. Even a baby communicates. The moment it's born, the way it cries, the way it makes sounds, the mother actually knows what is the requirement or need of the baby. We have started communicating right from the day that we are born. But when I'm talking about communication, I'm talking about effective communication. And effective communication is a skill that needs to be practiced, honed, and used effectively to put forth your concepts, your ideas to your audience. Now, this brings me to another share of mine, which I'm currently getting into, and that is creating I'm delivering actually a workshop from 19th of December to groom youngsters, young kids in the art of effective communication. When I started off long time ago in school, I was not an extrovert, but yeah, I love to take participate in this elocution competition, debate competition, but I was always a failure. I came to college, the same story. But that's when I met my mentor during my initial business days, and he said, Anupama, communication is an art and you need to learn it. You need to practice it. And I did so, and maybe that was one of the reasons why my first interview was the interview that I landed my job. The art of communication has taken me places. And if we can give this advantage to our children at a young age, then just imagine what it can do to their lives. Communication is a skill that needs to be practiced day in and day out. It is not a theoretical subject which can be taught in school. It has to be practiced. It has to be given hands-on training as to how to take it to the next level. And that's what I'm planning to do. I do these workshops every 6 months in their vacations, when the kids have vacations at school. One is in December now, and the other one is in July. So for the December one, after this live, I will put up the link and the details on the platform. So if anybody is interested for getting their child enrolled, they can do so. But communication, my friends, is an art, is a skill. And if you're good at it, yeah, then you can go places. Now, when I'm talking about communication, it's just not about the language. Mind you, if you Google it, Google would tell you that almost 90 to 95% of the communication is non-verbal. That means it does not require a language. It does not require words. And that's what we need to teach our children. Teach them how to speak, how to communicate effectively, how to make or create a conversation that is in their favor. By the way, the children are much advanced in that level. Just imagine the kind of excuses they can come up with. So for them, communication is actually a child's play, pun unintended. But when it comes to formal, academic situations, that's when we as parents need to step in and make sure that they shine everywhere in every aspect. And that is one of the reasons I do this workshop every 6 months for kids. I'll put up the details and you ladies can take it forward. Well, I've introduced myself, my personal self, my professional self, and my passion. And as I said, my passion of talking about business to anybody and everybody makes my life tick. Well, that's all for today from me. I hope to see you every Thursday on the same platform, and I should say same time as well, because I think Angel will give me the same time slot. So if it's the same time slot, then same time, same platform next Thursday. I'll see you with another topic of business, entrepreneurship, marketing, branding. If you want to hear from me something very specific, do put it in the comment. If you have any challenges, put them up in the comment, or you can message me directly. I'm part of the TTW community. I would make sure that your challenges, your problems, your concerns are addressed by me to my capabilities, to my understanding of the business. Thank you very much for being here, and hope to see you next Thursday. Till then, have a rocking week ahead.